Hey, welcome back everybody. So here about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I planted in my raised beds. I planted several different things and nothing came up. Imagine that. So, well, I had one little cilantro right there come up. I don't know if you can see that or not. That was it. That's all that came up. So I am going to, since I have all these cilantro seeds that came out of my garden this year, I want to replant these and see if I can get another crop of cilantros. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of loosen up the dirt a little bit. This raised bed I made out of cinder blocks. Anyway, it's just cinder blocks, and then I made a little square around it, and filled it up with dirt and compost. This grass is is growing up out of the holes of the cinder block. And the reason I plan on turning them sideways like this, where you can see the holes, that way I can plant in those holes also. Give me a little extra room to plant more stuff. Plus it makes it easier to weed eat because you got a flat surface on the outside of your raised bed. Okay, I think we're good there for now. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is just kind of sprinkle in my cilantro seeds. Like that. Then I'm just gonna come back over here and just kind of rake the dirt over top of them. I think the reason why, the biggest reason why I chose cilantro to replant here was because the cilantro that I had planted in my bigger garden that I pulled up earlier, I guess some of the seeds fell off of those plants, and I've got cilantro regrowing out there naturally without having to do anything. So, plus I like cilantro. Cilantro is good in a lot of my dishes that I make, and if I can regrow it myself instead of having to buy it from the grocery store, I know it's organic and how I grew it and stuff like that, and it's so much better if you do it yourself. And with all the seeds that I have left over, I can resell these and make a little bit of profit off of it without any kind of effort or cost to me. just a little bit of time to harvest them. And plus, what I don't eat of the plants that regrow, I can harvest those and sell that too. Cilantro is good in a lot of different dishes. I like to do salsa with my cilantro. You seen the video the other night when I did my shrimp in cilantro. When I did my shrimp, I meant as I used the cilantro as a marinade on my shrimp. Cilantro is good. You can use that in many different dishes to cook with, or as a spice or an herb or something like that. But if you grow it yourself and know that it's organic, it's so much better for you. Whatever. Okay, so I got them in here, got them covered up with dirt and everything, and the next thing is to give them a drink of water. And I'll do that real quick. I want to get my camera person wet, but they won't let me. May get my camera wet too, so I don't want to take that chance. My raised beds over here, those are also hugel beds. what I did is I laid down some wood, did a layer of wood, like logs and stuff like that. Then I put a layer of leaves. I put a layer of grass clippings, and then a layer of topsoil or cow manure. So those are also hugel beds. Pudgy, come here. Come here, buddy. What you doing? What you doing? Smile to the camera. See ya. Hey, come here. Pudgy. Stupid dog. Okay, so I decided I'd go ahead and do my raised beds. They didn't. I planted kale in here, and they didn't do very well. I had just a few of them come up, so I decided I'd go ahead and do some cilantro in these also. That way, like I said, if I don't eat them, I can sell them. No big deal. Plus, also another good thing about using your own seeds that you grew out of your garden is you got endless amount of them. You can plant them as thick as you want to. You don't have to worry about having a number of seeds in the packages that you buy out of the stores. So that's another good thing for replanting your own stuff that you grew. So again, all I'm gonna do is just kind of loosen up the dirt. All right. So I'll sprinkle them in here really thick. Yeah, like I said, if you got your own endless supply of them, you can plant them as thick or as thin as you want. Or I think that's pretty good right there. Just cover them back up. And hopefully 2 or 3 days, these suckers will be popping up out of the ground. Right now, these are green beans that I planted back in the spring, and they are still producing for me. I'm really liking how my green beans are doing. I get probably a small Ziploc bag full every day. Like I said, I planted these back in the spring. I think I planted them back in March or April or something like that, and right now is the first week of October, and it's starting to get to be fall season and everything, and my green beans are just doing wonderful. I'm really happy with them. Majority of them I sell them, but I do eat a few of them myself. But for the majority, I sell them. People love them because they're organic and they're fresh. So I do pretty good on sales. I can't get enough green beans. Everybody's wanting to buy them. All right, I was thinking I'll go down here and do the same in my other raised bed down here. Plant some more cilantro, that way I have some more to sell. Okay, this is my other raised bed. My loafa vines are kind of starting to take over a little bit, so I gotta get them out of the way. And I have got loafas everywhere. So this raised bed, I also planted kale in it. I did have a little bit more come in it. I got a little patch right here, and I got several little sprigs here and there. Got my little strawberry bush I put in here back in the spring. I think that was around April or May or something like that, and it's just now starting to get some strawberries on it. I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna plant some more celery in this one. And I'm gonna try to save as much of the kale that's coming up as I possibly can. Got bumblebees flying around my ears. Bumblebees love these the loafa flowers. Look at that. He's getting there, getting all that nectar he can get out of there. I love that. Then he's gonna spread it around and repollinate and that's going to create more loafers for me. And these bumblebees are covering up. I see about 4 or 5 of them just right here. I think I know why they're buzzing around my head quite a bit. It's because of the hat that I have on. I have a different hat on today, so I think the color of the hat is matching the color of the loafer flowers. But I'm colorblind, so I don't know. I know the loafer flowers are yellow, and I heard that my hat is orange, but I can't tell the difference. With me being colorblind, I can't tell the difference. It's all the same color. We got a dead praying mantis. We've had quite a bit of praying mantises this year. I've seen more this year than I have in the past several years. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I have heard that they are garden friendly, and they eat the bad bugs out of your garden, stuff like that. Anyway, I went ahead and sprinkled my cilantro in here. I'm spreading dirt over top of them, trying to save my kale the best I can. And there's that. Hopefully in a couple of days, I'll be having some more cilantro. And look, I still got a ton of seeds left. So, all right, I'll see you hopefully in a couple of days. I got them coming up, and I may try to get a new video showing the progress on those. See y'all next time. Bye, y'all. All right, welcome back, everybody. So I want to kind of give a follow-up video on this little triangle spot here that I tilled up. Anyway, in this little spot, I planted broccoli. I planted kale and onions and radishes. I planted several different things in this little spot, and everything in here died, but I had tomato plants regrow in here. And I did not plant any of these tomatoes. Everything you see in here, this is all tomatoes, and I did not plant any of these. It's kind of weird, but you know, like I said, everything died, and tomatoes came up in their spot. So now I got a big old fall tomato patch. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if I didn't plant tomatoes here last year. But this is where I had my little chicken pen from last year. That's where I had it, and I did give them some tomatoes that weren't fit to eat. So this is probably the offsprings of those tomato seeds and stuff like that. But it's just really weird because I planted all this in different vegetables, and this is what came up. So we'll see how these tomatoes do, and I'll get back with y'all. Okay, I decided I would come in here and weed out my newly tomato patch here to see exactly what all I do have. But it looks like I may be having some radishes, or not radishes, but raspberry plants coming up off of my raspberry patch over there. So I'm gonna give them a few days, let them grow just a little bit bigger, just to make sure that is what they are. And if that's not what it is, I'll just cut them up, pull them up, whatever. But if it is, then I will let them grow, and I will dig them up and retransplant them and sell them. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna go through here and weed everything and see what all I got in here. So, okay, I'm gonna finish this up, and I'll get back with y'all, and then I'll be pruning the tomatoes to show y'all how I do that. What you gotta wear? Huh? Oh, now you gotta learn to see what I'm doing, huh? All this time I tried calling you, you wouldn't come. Sit down. Hey, sit. Punch me. Hey. Stupid dog. Show y'all how I prune tomato plants. So it's pretty simple. It's not real big rocket science. But anyway, I start at the bottom, and you got your main stem, your main plant right here. And I just start cutting from the bottom. But I'm gonna start right here because if you can see, there's 2 limbs coming out of one. What you want to do is you want to cut your bottom limb and save the top one, because that's a newly growth and that may produce tomatoes there. So, and this one, since it has leaves on it here, I'll just cut the leaves off of it, kind of like so. Same way with this one. So all you do is you just follow your stem up. I got another limb here. I can cut the leaves off of it, the bottom part of the leaves. And you can tell which one's your main stem and what you don't want to cut, because it's got little hairs on it. I know it's really hard to see on this one because of the way the sun's shining, but there is hairs on your main stalk. So anyway, this one also has 2 coming off of it. I'm gonna cut the bottom one. Same way here, you got a little bit small one. I'm gonna cut the bottom one off of there. Same way over here. And this one. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this right here has little blooms on it. You do not want to cut that because that's where your tomatoes are going to grow at. But, so also, there's always going to be a little limb out here to the side of it, across from that bloom, so I want to save that one. So I'm going to cut, we got 2 here, I'm going to cut the bottom one off of that. And that's about it. That's how I prune my tomato plants. May not be right, but that's how I do it. So I'll see y'all next time. I know I talked earlier about how my cilantro grew from seeds that fell off the plants that I harvested. But this is what I was talking about. I know it's kind of hard to see the way the sun's sitting there. I've got another whole patch of cilantros growing just from the seeds that fell off the plants. So, of the turnip greens and cabbage that I planted about a week ago, they are coming up, looking good. I like it. That's the turnip greens. This is my cabbage. I know it's kind of hard to see. It's hard for me to see. There it is. But yeah, it's all coming up really nicely. Here's the other row of turnip greens. And here is the turnip greens and mustard greens and lettuce that I planted about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks ago. These are doing really, really nice. I finally got time to get in here and weed them, but they're all coming up really nicely.